Hello everyone, welcome to another session with me. This is Sanyukta Saxena, and today we are going to be learning another new tangle issued by a CZT. It is not exactly a new tangle, however it is an extension, an interesting tangulation as you can call it, of an already existing tangle called striping. So this version of striping has been given by CZT Margaret Bremer. And what I am going to do is start with these two fescues like this, right? It is a striping with a twist. Striping is a Zentangle original. However, this version of striping is pretty interesting. So what I am doing here is now starting to add auras or stripes to my fescue. I added one. Then I am going to add one more. 2, then I am going to add one more, 3, and then I am going to add one more, probably the fourth one. I am going to connect and take it all the way there like this. Yeah. So once you are done with that, I am just going to reduce this space so that I can quickly show you how to do the rest. So we are done with that. Now we can extend these lines and fill up the spaces that we have. Yeah. So again, continue to add auras. You can now add auras like these. You can add auras like these. And again, same thing on the other side. You can add auras like these. So it looks like a twisted S. Right? So I have filled up the entire space, and now the next is, as usual, we have to ink alternate spaces. Yeah. So that part of the tangling I'm going to do right on my tile. I'm not going to ink it completely here, so you will have a better picture. Yeah. So as we do for striping, we will ink the stripes, leave one white, again ink the next. Right? So that's what we are going to do. Let's do it right on our tile, right, straight away, and we'll shade it there only. So this version of striping is striping with a twist by CZT Margaret Bremer. So let's draw it straight on our tile. So I have a Zentangle in front of me, and I'm now going to add a border right away with a very light hand. Just put a border on your tile so that it is no longer blank. That initial inhibition of working on a blank piece of paper is gone. Yeah. Once that is in place, I'm going to add one more aura inside. Right? So let's see. I'm just adding freehand one more circle inside. Yeah. And now I'm going to insert striping here. So let's demarcate a few circles here and there, which I'm going to shade probably like dew drops. Yeah. And now I'm going to start with that tangle. So the first fescue and the second fescue going in the opposite direction. Yeah. So you can now either extend it right now, or you can first start to aura. So I'm bringing it down. Again, starting with the first aura, going to the next, If you are not comfortable drawing lines in both the direction, just rotate your tile. Right? Going with the third. Auras can be thick or thin, whichever way you like it. And then I'll add one more. Thin one here. We'll take it all around. And join it here. Right? Now you can bring this line down and extend the auras the way you wish to. So I'm going to add one line here. Not going to enter the orb. Again, add a line here, almost like an R there. Slowly take your time, just adding lines, adding auras, preparing it for striping. Yeah. Yeah. Again. Just go with the flow. Draw the lines the way you wish to. No hard and fast rules there. Yeah. Again, continuing to stripe. Take your time. Yeah, so I'm done with that. Now the next step is to ink. So I'm going to be inking. Alternate spaces. Slowly take your time. That's the main thing in striping. The inking, that is what gives striping its look. So don't haste up and slowly add the ink. Yeah, going to the next. Yeah, the second one, similarly this one. Take your time and slowly ink the stripes. Yeah, so I'm still inking my stripes. Slowly take your time. Ink the alternate spaces. So you can stripe any space. Striping is a very versatile tangle. You can use it to fill up just about any space. Just that you divide that section into some further sections and then stripe it in different ways, especially lines in different directions, curved lines, straight lines. Yeah. So I'm done with one part. Now moving on to the next. I'm going to ink in the same fashion. Take your time and slowly ink the spaces, ink the stripes. If you want, you can use a bolder nib. Spaces are not too big, so a smaller nib will give more control. That's why I've not switched my pen, but if you wish, you can. Yeah. So I'm now inking the last few. About to finish my inking. And the last one here. Right? So that's our striping with the twist. Now I'm going to complete this circle, ink it. Right? Just closing the ends. Done with that. Now I'm going to ink my outer border also. So this section I'm just going to go with Ficops, a simple tangle. So I'm just adding these slightly curved lines and dividing the outer ring. Keeping it simple. Slightly curved lines there. Like this. Yeah. And then I'm going to come back like this and join it here. Just like we do for Ficops. You've already learned Ficops and Philoxy. Yes. Doing the same exercise here. Take your time. Do it for all. And the last one here. Yeah. So this section, it is up to you. You can either ink it or you can add some fine lines, whichever way you are comfortable. I'm just going to add some fine lines. There is already a lot of inking done on my striping. So I'm just adding some fine lines. I'm also going to add one aura here and probably add some orbs or something else inside that to deck up my Ficops a little bit. Small little things that you can do to add to the look of your tangle. Yeah. So I'm done drawing those fine lines. I'm now just going to add some dots here, probably some kind of a stitch, keeping it simple. You can add anything else, ops, printums, anything. Yeah, going to do that for all. So I am done doing those dots. Let us now straight move on to shading, right? So I'm going to add some graphite here on the whites. Again, wherever lines seem to be going over, lines seem to be going under, you need not add on the blacks, you can avoid that. You can just apply graphite on the whites. Going to add on the edges. Yeah, so let's blend this much first. So make sure your ink has dried up, otherwise you may damage your tile. Striping involves lot of inking, so you can even avoid touching the inked spaces. Just go with blending on the whites. Take your time. Make sure the white sections are discrete and you don't blend too much. The highlights are important, so blend only that much as is required. Yeah. Now coming to our dewdrops, so I'm just going to add another orb inside. Something like this. Add another aura inside with your pencil. Demarcate a small portion, blend it, but don't cover the entire thing. Leave some space. Again, same thing. Yeah. So that's somewhat our dewdrops. Yeah. Going next to our Ficops. Again, add graphite here where lines seem to be going under. Slowly, take your time. So I am done with shading my Ficop also. So this space which is left, you can either leave it the way it is, or if you want, you can just add some graphite with your Totolon. Whatever is there on your Totolon, that's sufficient. Just add little gray there. I think it will look nice. Or you can leave it white. Yeah, whichever way you are comfortable. So I just blended the graphite which I put on my Ficop, picking up some graphite from there only and just adding some touch to the empty space. Yeah. So now if you want, you can add some bit of highlights in the white space, but that's again, it's optional. If you want, you can highlight this white space a little more with your chalk. So just add some chalk there and blend it, right? So it will add to the look. Small highlights here and there. Wherever you have not added the graphite, you can highlight those spaces. Yeah. So just take your time, do that exercise. Enjoy the shading. See the highlights add to the look of your tile. Yeah. So if you want, you can just redo the dewdrops, the outer lines once again, or you may just leave it like that. I'm just going to add a little more ink to the outer aura. Make it a little more prominent. Yeah, that's it. I don't think we need to do anything else. If you want, you can add a little weight to this line also. It will add a little dimension. So I'm just going to that first line that I drew when I started drawing my peacock and just adding a little weight there for all. Yeah. So that's striping with a twist. You can use striping in so many different ways, but this is a little unique. So I thought, why not show you how to do it? Yeah. So just closing my tile here, put in your chop, very important. Sign and date your tile. Put in a comment if you wish to. Right? And I shall see you again with some more new tangles by CZTs. Till then, have a good time. Bye-bye.